Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, break.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go, 46. 46.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Prescott. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. The Jets are 5-3 now on the year. They're coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
Last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. They'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throw left side complete. That's Price. Still going. And down to the 19-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Price. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Jets defense. Well, they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Hall. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Here's Hall again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Buying time to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go street. Trap 50. Trap 50.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Brees Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Raiders on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. In motion comes the tight end left.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Taken in at the 22. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless They can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Light.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Moore, the motion man right.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here we go, here we
2nd
go.
and 10.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making. Instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. He will push his way down to about the 14. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the 3rd quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. It definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, good completions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Moore, the man in motion. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
First down, Raiders.
finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Fighting his way through contact. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Jets 17, Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now left side on this, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
In the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Powers ahead. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He may go. Brees Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brees Hall with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Paul ought to give up the middle. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7. Paul again. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Here we go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Rodgers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Motion man is Schwartz. 4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And the Raider 1st down.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Get it.
2nd and 9. The left side throw complete to Adams. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Mustang 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, And they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ball again on second down.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
182 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Tyree Wilson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Rodgers.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Well, Prescott here to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Prescott off play action. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And again, it's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film